My name is Takumi Tomoeda. I'm a junior in high school. This is sudden, but I'm completely unpopular, whereas my childhood friend, Yuri Kashima, is the most popular girl in the school.
Oh, Tanaka! The button on your uniform is loose.
What? Oh, you're right.
I'll fix it for you, so give it to me. Here, it's all done.
Perfect. It's perfect! Thank you, Yuri.
No problem. If it gets loose again, you can tell me anytime.
I'll owe you for the rest of my life.
That's so over the top.
Just like that, at school, she throws fishing lines at guys all over the place. But at night, she comes to my place and
Why am I so unpopular?
always complains. I'm not popular, I can't get any guys. Pfft. She has no idea that all of the guys in the class, excluding me, secretly have crushes on her.
Hey, Takumi, stop playing games and say something.
Something?
That's not what I meant. I'm telling you to teach me how to be popular with the guys.
How about you start by not coming into my room? There was a mountain of things I wanted to say, but generally, I'm pretty lazy, so I just leave it. Appearance? Perfect. Grades? Top of the class. Kindness? Like a god or an angel. This perfect superhuman didn't seem to notice that, without realizing it, she had made everybody around her fall for her. Without any ulterior motives, she's kind to everybody. And she's giving butterflies to all the guys, but airheads are so scary. On the guy's side, she's just such a perfect superhuman that it must be hard to talk to her. What that means is that she's popular, but nobody has asked her out. So she's convinced she's not popular.
I want to become cute.
You're already plenty. Also, you're heavy, so get off.
That's rude. I'm not heavy.
But also, I was with her up until high school, and she can be a pain to me, because I'm a loner at school. But one day, around sunset,
I got a love letter.
interesting. You keep saying you're not popular, so aren't you glad? From who?
That is from a freshman girl.
What?
I am happy, but
Well then, act happier.
how do I say this? I would much prefer if it was from a guy.
That's a complicated complaint.
Well then, Takumi, if you got a love letter from a guy, would you go out with them?
Yeah, gladly.
You liar!
So I was living my life just dealing with her like this. But actually, this happened in the past. About 6 months after we entered high school.
I'm finally in high school, but all the guys are still keeping their distance from me.
That's because you're cute. You're so untouchable that they can't get close.
When you're something so lovely, but like that doesn't make me happy.
I was just objectively telling the truth. You want to go out with someone that badly? Why don't you go with me?
No way, I don't wanna.
You could think a little bit more before you speak. That's hurtful even to me.
Because that was just a pity or a joke, right?
Well, yeah.
I mean, I do think you're pretty attractive, Takumi, but
That was the first time in my life that anybody called me attractive. Not even my mom says it to me.
you're my childhood friend.
Is there some kind of problem with that?
If something were to happen and things got awkward, that would suck. Our houses are next door to each other and our parents are friends. Because you're my important childhood friend, I feel like it's out of the question.
Oh, you were thinking about it pretty seriously. Well then, I'll help you with the moving. How's tomorrow?
Why should I have to move just to go out with you?
And, well, that happened. So apparently, just me is definitely out of the question. Does seem like she wants to keep our relationship safe as childhood friends, but ever since then, I've just chosen to quietly watch Yuri's unpopularity problem. I've never been anything close to popular, so there's no way I could give advice. And it would almost be comical for me to share the extent of knowledge that I have on this topic. But also, why are you asking me, a guy, every time? And why do you come to my room every single night?
Well, that's because we're childhood friends. And at the end of the day, you're nice and I can trust you.
Do you know what a flag is? In a regular game, it sounds like you and I are going to end up dating in the end.
That's in the games, right? That doesn't exist in the real world.
And that was the losing heroine's white flag. The incident occurred not too long after that conversation.
Yuri, do you have a minute? Aren't you Misaki Kosaka from B class? Yeah, there's actually something important I wanted to talk to you about. Me? What could it be? You're in the same class as Takumi Tomada, right? Takumi? Yeah, I am, but is it true that he's your childhood friend? Yeah, we've been together since preschool. Our houses are next door, so... Well then, are you still pretty close? I do think we're pretty close, but... Why are you asking me about that? Well, actually, I was wondering if you could introduce me to Takumi. Does that mean... Yeah, actually, I think I've fallen for Takumi, and I like him. So, Yuri, please, will you please introduce me to him?
And then that night...
Hey, Takumi.
What's with the mysterious face?
Do you know Misaki Kosaka from B class?
No clue. What about her?
I don't know. She came up to me and said she wants me to introduce her to you.
Huh? Me?
Yeah, when I spoke to her, she seemed like a nice girl and she was pretty cute. What do you mean, Are you not interested?
I'm interested, but I need to actually meet her and talk to her.
I thought so. Oh, but she said that she has spoken to you before.
Oh, really? When?
Last month on the weekend. Did you save a cat?
Yeah. I do remember something like that happening. That was last month. I was on my way home from a children's toy store to buy a new game when...
What do I do? I'm going to get you down. Just wait for me, okay?
Huh? Is something wrong?
Yes, up there in that tree.
The kitten?
Yes, she got up there and it seems like she can't get down.
All right. Hold this.
What? But what are you going to do?
I handed her the bag with the games in it, and I climbed the tree to save the kitten.
Meow.
You're tickling me! You better not climb up that high again, all right?
Meow.
But this is a problem. I'm actually allergic to cats.
Meow. What? Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, fine. Seems like today's a good day.
Please don't push it. I'll hold her instead. Why did you go out of your way to climb the tree and save her when you're allergic to cats?
Well, it seemed like both the cat and you were troubled.
I'm sorry. As you can see, I can just let her run free and mess around.
It's fine. Well, I'm gonna go now.
Thank you very much.
So yeah, that happened.
What is it? After you said children's toy store, I stopped listening and I barely understood anything else. Anyway, isn't this that thing you're always talking about? A flag or whatever?
Seems like fate that she goes to the same school.
So, Takumi, what are you gonna do about Misaki?
Tell her I'm not interested.
What? Are you sure? Isn't she your fateful person? She's super cute and she's a really lovely girl.
I'm a realist. That girl named Misaki might just have a stir of the moment and impulsive feeling.
That could be true, but... You're finally popular with a girl and you're gonna let the opportunity pass?
I'm gonna give those words right back to you.
Come on, just meet her one time and let her talk to you.
No thanks. I'll pass. I want to play my game anyway.
I can't believe he's putting games over a girl's feelings. How horrible. Wait, but why am I relieved that Takumi isn't interested in Misaki? Could this feeling be...
If we're done talking, then go home. However, apparently this conversation wasn't over.
That's what he said, so Takumi said he isn't interested in any relationship right now. I see. I guess there's nothing we can do about it then. I'm sorry, I wasn't able to be much help. I guess she has to give up now. Well then, the only thing I can do is talk to him myself. What? Thank you, Yuri. Oh, sure, but wait, isn't the result already pretty obvious? Even if that's the case, I still want to tell him that I like him. Even if you might get rejected? Even then, it's fine. I don't want to let this go without at least telling him how I feel. And there's always a possibility that he might actually say yes. Wow, she already knows that she might get rejected, but she doesn't care. That must mean she really likes him that much. I see. Well, I'm rooting for you. Thank you, Yuri. I'm going to do my best.
I had no idea that this conversation had happened, and I was called out to the roof which we weren't technically allowed to be on. I'm sure Yuri probably already told you. And I'm sorry, but
It's fine. I just wanted to tell you properly how I feel. Oh no, she really is gonna ask him out. But it's not like I'm concerned about Takumi or anything anyway. I'm just worried about Misaki, that's all. Because it's Takumi, I am worried that Takumi's going to hurt her. Wait, what? Why do things seem kind of good between the two of them? And why is Takumi blushing and turning bright red? Wait a minute, did he say yes? Even though he seems so uninterested in relationships. Come on, I can't hear the conversation from over here.
And then that night,
Takumi!
what do you want?
So, were you called out by Misaki today?
Well, yeah. What about that?
Misaki asked you out, didn't she? I was just wondering how it went, that's all.
What? Why do you care?
I never said that I care.
It seems like she cares.
You're so unpopular, and it's so rare for a girl to ask you out. So as your childhood friend, I was just curious.
Oh, is that so?
But I'm happy for you. At this rate, I was worried that you would never be able to have a girlfriend your whole life. So I'm relieved.
Oh, well, thank you very much. But also, why are you so mad?
I'm not mad.
But after that, Yuri stopped coming to my house. Not only that, but she was very clearly acting strange. For example, oh, there you are. Yuri, do you have a minute? About the daily tasks.
Yeah? I'm sorry.
I just wanted to say that the teacher's calling her for the daily tasks. Why is she running away? I honestly couldn't understand the situation we were in. Recently, she wouldn't even make eye contact with me in the classroom, and it felt like she was avoiding me. And then, little by little, everyone around us started to notice that she was suddenly acting so weird. Takumi? Did something happen between you and Yuri? Well, I don't know. As far as I do know, nothing happened. What's that supposed to mean? I don't really know either.
What's wrong with me? Why am I avoiding Takumi? Is it because I'm so worried about what happened with Misaki? Everything's a jumble in my head and I can't organize my thoughts. I can't stop wondering if the two of them are dating or not. Ugh, the only thing I can do is ask him directly. Takumi!
Yuri? We were actually just talking about you. But why are you mad?
Tonight! Your face. I better see it.
What? Are you going to beat me up? I'm not involved here, so I'll let you two handle the rest. I felt a very intense air while I waited for the night to come around. That night, for the first time in a few days, Yuri came over to my house.
I'm sorry I've been avoiding you lately.
So those are the first words out of your mouth. Can I ask why?
I just had a lot on my mind.
On your mind?
Hey, so, Takumi, did you decide to go out with Misaki?
No. I said no.
What? Well then why were you blushing so much when she asked you?
Blushing? Oh, you mean that? But wait, does that mean you were watching me and Misaki that day?
Just by coincidence, I was passing by.
I don't think anyone would be passing by the rooftop by coincidence, though.
Doesn't matter, just tell me, why were you blushing so much? Actually, I originally called you here to ask you out, Takumi.
I see.
But before that, there's actually one thing that I've been wondering.
Something you've been wondering? What?
Am I wrong to think that you actually like Yuri?
Even though she told me that, she just wanted to stay as childhood friends. What made you think that?
The day that you helped me save the kitten, you handed me a bag to hold.
Yeah, wait a minute!
Yes, I just so happened to see the title of the game that you brought.
What I had bought was a game produced by the company Canon called How to Make Your Childhood Friend Fall in Love with You. It's a game where you have to get through 18 different types of childhood friends.
You like your childhood friend, don't you?
Well,
So, what's the truth?
I love her. But I know that reality and games are different things, so I separate the two, alright?
Well then what about Yuri?
Well, to be completely honest, I do like her, but it doesn't seem like she looks at me the same way.
So does that mean you're taking out their desires in that game?
Shut up! So what if I am?
This is the first time I've ever seen you honestly blush, Takumi.
Misaki! Do you actually have a mean personality?
Who knows? But I see. I had a feeling and now I get it. I like the calm and collected Takumi, but I also like the Takumi that's blushing while thinking of his crush Yuri. That's why I'm going to accept this and quietly retreat.
And so, Misaki smiled and left me there. I don't get what she was trying to do in the end.
Maybe she just wanted to have closure on her own feelings.
Closure? That's what I was standing there for?
But also, maybe she gave up as soon as she heard you say that you like me?
Well, I guess that means I rejected her at that point. I like you, Yuri.
Yeah.
You're the one that said childhood friends are out of the question, so,
And that's why you put your hands on the games instead of me?
well, then that way nobody gets hurt.
I think I know the reason why I had so much on my mind lately. I think it's clear now.
What?
Probably jealousy. This is the first time I ever felt like this, so it still feels kind of weird, but...
Sure, but I rejected Misaki. You're the one I like, Yuri.
If this was the case, then I kind of regret that time when you asked me out, and I said no.
No, well, that's fine. I also brushed it off like it was a joke.
You and I aren't suited for heavy conversations anyway.
I know, right?
So, do you want to try kissing me?
After that, we did more than just try to kiss each other. Well, I guess it was like a buildup of all this time. The relationship I had with my childhood friend for over 10 years blossomed in an instant. After that kiss, the two of us officially got into a relationship. For the record, I still talk to Misaki from time to time.
Oh, really? I'm so happy for you.
Thanks. But honestly, does it not bother you, Misaki?
I never thought I'd be able to win against Yuri anyway, so... I see. But I'm really glad that I was able to become friends with you and Yuri like this.
Me aside, I do hope you and Yuri can be friends.
See? That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Huh? What?
You always put others before yourself. That simple little kindness is what I think is so wonderful about you, Takumi. And I think it's very attractive.
That's the second time in my life I've ever been called attractive.
Well then, does that make me the second woman?
That kind of makes it sound like there could be a big misunderstanding. But I guess that's true.
Hey.
Just like that, we're able to lightly joke with one another. And she's supportive of me and Yuri's relationship. That being said, I definitely don't want her to awaken Yuri's jealousy again.